I made a video a couple months ago about the Jazz title, the NBA's best kept secret. In that video, I highlighted that the Jazz were a really scary team and that they have added and done different things this year that they haven't done before. And I labeled them as contenders. Well, when you're doing this thing called podcasting or NBA YouTube, when you're making different type of takes every day, you're bound to have at least one go wrong. Well, I was completely wrong with this one. This team sucks. They're currently down 2-1 against the Mavs, and Luka hasn't even stepped foot on the court yet. Luka possibly comes back today, but I'm going to tell you right now, they do not need Luka to win this series. I don't know if it's the Mavs being a good team overall, which they are, or is it just the Jazz is always tricking us and always making us believe that they're actually good. And I don't know what it is, man, but they suck. In past years, the blame was mostly on Rudy Gobert. They lost in 2019 to James Harden and the Rockets, and that was simply because they were just young. Then the following year, they gave up a 3-1 lead against the Nuggets in the bubble, and that problem in that series was Donovan Mitchell was literally the whole offense. Last year, they lose to a Kawhi-less Clippers team, and some people thought that the last game, quote-unquote, exposed Rudy Gobert. Well, I'm here to tell you right now that is the furthest from the truth. There's a problem that they have. And the big problem is not Rudy Gobert. The problem is they have zero perimeter defense. Terrence Mann went off for 41 points in Game 7. You know why he had 41 points? Because he was in the corner all the time and he was wide open. Now let me tell you why he was wide open. Them having no perimeter defense allowed all the guards, Reggie Jackson, Pat Bev, Lou Williams, Paul George, drive past the perimeter defenders, and when you drive past them, Rudy Gobert has to step up. He has to leave his man in the corner. And when he left his man in the corner, that day his man was Terrence Mann. And Terrence Mann that day happened to hit all his shots, which he normally doesn't. But that day he happened to hit all his shots. But Rudy Gobert should not have to do that every single play where he has to leave his man open because his teammates do not know how to stick defense. And that happened all last year. That's why Terrence Mann had 7 threes, because he was wide open, because Rudy Gobert had to go help out his team because he has to go commit to them. Because if he doesn't commit to them, then they're going to have a wide open layup. So it's either a wide open layup or a wide open three. Now, I'm not going to lie. I would take the wide open layup, but they decided to take the wide open three. The same thing is happening this series. These are the percentages of the Jazz people. Well, I mean, these are the percentages of the people that are guarded by some of the Jazz players. When you're guarded by Bojan Bogdanovic, you're shooting 53%. People guarded by Donovan Mitchell are shooting 52%. People guarded by Royce O'Neal are shooting 50%. People guarded by Mike Conley are shooting 47%. So that's saying Mike Conley is their starting lineup's best defender. 35-year-old Mike Conley is the best defender. Starting lineup, perimeter. And then when you're getting guarded by Rudy Gobert, you're shooting 32%. Let me say it again, 32%. We go from 47 to 32%. Those numbers show that Rudy Gobert is the defense. He's the defense. And this is why, one of my reasons why I feel like he is a defense player of the year, obviously this year, because he is the defense. I've never seen the Jazz defense, as far as perimeter-wise, be this bad until this year. And the only reason why they're a top 5 defense is Rudy Gobert. But now when you're in the playoffs and it's easy to break down this defense, they look terrible. They look god-awful. So right now I'm going to show you some clips of this terrible defense. Right here, we're on a transition play. I believe they just hit the 3 before this. The Mavericks just hit the 3 before this. 4 seconds left in the shot clock. You have 2 people on Jalen Brunson. He's ready to stop ball, and he's right behind him trailing. He's probably going to commit to him also. He's on him. A simple push cross goes right past Mike Conley. Now, he's right there, 2 feet in the paint. What does Rudy Gobert do? Their defensive scheme is for Rudy Gobert to defend the rim. This orange thing right here, that's what Rudy Gobert has to do. He has to defend that at all times. That's their scheme. So while doing that, this what happens. Drive past him easily, Maxey. And now Rudy has to contest from all the way down here. That's a great recovery from Rudy. From all the way down here, he has to come all the way out here to contest to him. And that's splash. That's splash. And that's just terrible defense by Mike Conley. An easy push cross loses you that quick when you had your feet set. An easy push cross loses you that bad. Are you fucking kidding me? Right here, Donovan Mitchell, probably the most over. I'm off Donovan Mitchell, but I'm not going to kill him right now. But look how easy this is for Spencer Dinwiddie. Look how easy this is. My fault. Look how easy this is. Yeah, right. And look at the lackadaisical defense. Soon as he let him go, and then, this is perfect. This is perfect because I can show you what every Utah player is thinking other than Rudy Gobert. First, he's going to commit. He's going to try to help out. Now I'm going to slow down because I got Rudy Gobert down there. Every single one of these guys, they think the same thing. They think Rudy Gobert is always going to be able to save us, which he always does most of the time. But while doing that, and while you're playing a team that plays 5-out, that has all shooters on the floor, you get exposed. And no, it's not Rudy getting exposed. It's one, the defensive scheme, and it's these four motherfuckers, these terrible defense. Joe passed him. No, I'm not going to help out. You know what I'm saying? Maxi Kleber, wide open bucket. That's a terrible defensive scheme, and that's just having terrible defenders, man. Again, look at the culprit we're attacking right now. Donovan Mitchell, you got perfect position right there. Size your feet. Nah. Lackadaisical. Rudy, again. They're setting Rudy up for failure. This is what they're doing. They're setting Rudy up for failure. Because what does he have to do? They're down by 2. That's the easy lay. That's his side, too. He's left-handed. That's his first step. So he's going to be right here. That's the next step. That's the easy lay. But him being a point guard, he knows he has to commit. He knows that. He knows his only job is to protect that rim. He protects the rim. Dorian Finney-Smith, one of the best corner shooters we have in this league. Bucket. It's terrible, bro. And it's terrible defense by your star player. They're supposed to be your star. It's supposed to be your superstar, your future. It's terrible defense. It's terrible. And yes, I'm picking on Donovan Mitchell. Now, I'm only going to show you, this is the last highlight. I only showed you 4 highlights. Somebody, please teach me how to get highlights from NBA.com. I don't know how to do it. Please help me with that. But, right here, critical play in the game. You just got a big bucket. 2 minutes left. Down by 7. Yes, it took me long to get that. Down by 7. You probably have the worst defender on your team. One of the hottest guys in the game right now. Look what happens. And it's like, I'm not mad at Donovan Mitchell for not committing too much, because if you commit too much, then you gotta leave him open. But why are you making him go right? That's his strong side. What in your right mind is making him go right? You're not squared at all. You're making him go right. So this is their defense. We have to funnel to Rudy Gobert. We know Rudy's down there. We have to funnel to him. So look. Drive by me. I know my big guy's down here. I know he's down there. So I'm not tripping about it. He, being the playmaker he is, Spencer Dinwiddie being a playmaker he is, look how long he hangs in the air. Makes Bonyan commit to him. But look whose guy is in the corner wide open. Now, I'm not doing this to say it's Rudy's fault. Because, like I'm saying, it's not his fault. Wide open. Wide open. And what did I say about Dorian Finney-Smith, one of the best corner three-point shooters we have in this league? That's an easy bucket. It's getting it's so terrible to watch because they've been doing this for 3 years and something in Chris Snyder's mind just never thought to change shit. It never thought it. Never thought about it. But look at the defense. The perimeter defense is terrible and it's setting Rudy up for failure. Now that's just a few highlights, man. I can show you a lot more, but this video will be 50 minutes long. Now, I'm not saying Rudy Gobert isn't wrong at all or isn't doing anything bad at all. Rudy Gobert is basically a 0 on the offensive side of the ball. Part of that is on him. He can't post up. I know y'all seen that viral clip of him trying to post up. And then another part of it is they're a 3-shot heavy team, if that makes sense. They shoot threes heavily. They get up 23s in the first quarter. They shoot threes a lot. With a center like Rudy Gobert, a pick and roll based offense where you're throwing a lot of lobs, when you're dissecting people on the pick and roll, that would make Rudy Gobert better on the offensive side. I feel like Rudy Gobert can average 18 and 12 in this league if he had a point guard in the offensive scheme that played to his skill. They're not a lob threat heavy team. They're not a lob pick type team. And they have guards that don't make the right reads. We can say what we want about Rudy, but I can name numerous of times when I see Rudy get amazing position under the rim on a smaller guard, because a lot of teams run 5 out on them because their defense is so easy to dissect. Rudy gets amazing position on a smaller guard under the rim where he doesn't have to post up. He just has to turn around and put the ball in the hoop. But they never give it to him. They never see it. And that's just why they suck. That's why they suck, man. Most of the blame has to be on the front office. They put the team in a bad place, not giving them no defenders. None. Royce O'Neal, if you think Royce O'Neal is a defender, you're out your mind. The nigga's so overrated as far as defense. And he sucks. He sucks. Donovan Mitchell, he was a good defender. In his rookie year, yes. After that, no. He's not a good defender. They have no defenders. It's Mike Conley. This is not 2010 Mike Conley. This is 37-year-old Mike Conley. It's not, no. So this is on the front office for making this team have no defenders at all. And when you're playing a team like this with shooters, funneling everybody to Rudy Gobert, it can't work. And it will never work in your life. It will never work. Hopefully this is the last season we see with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert on the same team. Because, like, as far as duo, they're one of the worst duos because they don't even seem like a fucking duo. They don't even seem like they like each other. And they don't play off each other at all. They're a terrible duo. I put quotes on that. They're a terrible duo because they don't seem like a duo at all. So hopefully this is the last time we see them. A lot of things have to change in the offseason for them. And when they do lose this series, I will be doing a video about them. But as of right now, man, I can't wait for them to lose in 5 or 6. Yeah, I'm done with this team. Can't watch them no more. And I love Rudy. Love Rudy. But yeah, this team sucks. Peace out.